Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'll be explaining how I was able to run a marathon at age 15. This was a few months ago, but this is the proof if you guys were wondering. Um, and so that was basically 5.5 hours around an athletics track. And I'll go through the three things that allowed me to achieve this sort of success at 15 years old. Now, starting off, the first thing, note that the last one is the most important. The first thing was having a goal. Now, setting a goal needs to be intelligently, it needs to have an intelligent timeline. Um, where if you set a goal in 10 years and you say, I want to be a billionaire in 10 years, that's simply not going to happen unless you have some sort of daily or weekly goals that, if you meet, will eventually lead to that big goal. So if you say, yeah, I want to be a billionaire in 10 years, but you need to be putting in 12 hours of work on your business every day. And if you're not doing these things, then that goal might not happen. But if you start doing 12 hours of work on your business a day, then after 5 years you'll realize, wow, this was a ridiculous goal to start off with, but this is a huge goal and I might even accomplish it. Now, this is what I did with my training. I gave myself 4 to 5 months of intensive training to achieve this goal, and basically this needs to be done so that every week, every day, I run this amount, and regardless of whatever happens, you need to run this amount this week. And Parkinson's law states that if you have an 8 hour time period but only 2 hours of work, you'll find a way to get those 2 hours of work to be done over 8 hours, which is counterproductive. Inversely, if you have 8 hours of work but only 2 hours, you find a way to cram those 8 hours into the 2 hours. And that's really important when it comes to setting goals so that you can really maximize the amount of time you spend on working on something or or anything in general. Now, that was the first part, and the second part was having a plan. And to fail to plan is planning to fail, as they like to say. And you basically need to have a sort of training plan. And what I did, I had 20 kilometers this week, 25, 30, 40, 45, and then I eventually hit the goal 1 week. And you also need to plan everything, every detail needs to be planned. What am I going to eat? What sort of exercise I'm going to do? What kind of training? Am I planning on sprinting? Maybe I'll do some medium distance, long distance, work my cardio, train in the gym, whatever works. And like I said before, this is applicable to any part of life, whether you're starting a business. Okay, what about the marketing? What about the financial team? What about the product itself? All these things lead into the big goal. And so it's really important to sort of maximize every aspect of it to ensure maximal results. Now, the third most important one, which is the most important one, is your drive and ambition and dedication. And this basically comes down to, are you able to do this? Are you strong enough in your mind to be able to do this? Now, when I was at kilometer 32 to 36, I hit a wall. I was really struggling, and I was like, why am I even here? I'm gonna go home. But that morning, I told myself I was gonna do it, and I couldn't let myself down like that to come already 35 kilometers and just to go home. And the last 2 kilometers were really tough. The last 500 meters, I was practically limping. So is really what it takes to succeed in any aspect of your life, and really having that drive and motivation. And this took me about 4 months to do. I didn't have long distance running shoes. I was mildly unprepared on the day, to be fair. I didn't follow my second rule completely, as I only brought one gel and a few bananas, but I found that I had an energy crash right around that wall. And I got really hungry, but I had to push through it because I had no more food to eat. So that's really the most important thing when you're achieving any goal in your life. And that's basically it. So I hope you can employ some of these strategies in your own life, or or maybe you can relate with me. But I'll see you guys in the next one.